Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Waffle TV. If this is your first time watching us, this is where we solve elementary mathematics and of course do charity to support education of the underprivileged in local communities. In our last lesson, we solved problems on proportions that has to do with simple direct proportions. Today, we are going to look at simple inverse proportions. That is a case where when one quantity is rising, the other is falling. And right on the board, we have an example. The first example, it says, 6 men dig a trench in 14 days. How many men can dig it in 3 days? To solve this, the first thing is you can establish a small table to help you identify what you are looking for. So we have men and we have days. On the left hand side, we have 6 men, 14 days. And we have 3 days and men we don't know. For this reason, men will be to the right when you are making your statement. So we start with the first statement from what we know. We have 14 days. So you say in 14 days, work is done by 6 men. The second statement, in 1 day, work is done by, you ask yourself, will it be more or less? If in 14 days, work is done by 6 men, and they give you only 1 day, will you need more people or less? Obviously, you will need more because there are fewer days. If it's more, as we said in our last lesson, we multiply. And you take 6 and multiply by 14. That is 6 men times 14 days. You can leave it at that level. And we go on to the last statement, which will have to do with 3 days. Therefore, in 3 days, work will be done by, you ask yourself again, if in 1 day work is done by more men, therefore in 3 days, if they increase the number of days, you have to lower the number of men. So in this case, it will be less. And if it's less, we divide. So we take the whole situation here, all of this, and divide by 3 days. So this will be equal to 6 men times 14 days divided by 3 days. This helps you to identify, to know the units that your answer will be in. So the days will take off these days. 3, it divides itself 1 time, and 3 divides 6 2 times. So that we have 2 times 14, which will give us 28, and the units that are left are men. So we have 28 men. Remember, they ask you how many men can dig it in 3 days. So we have 28 men who can dig the same trench at the same rate in 3 days. This is what you can do as far as this is concerned. Let's look at the second example. If you did not understand this, you can pick up from there. Okay, let's look at the second example, which says if 3 pumps empty a tank in 21 hours, how long will 7 pumps take? This is an inverse proportion because as one quantity is going to go up, the other quantity goes down. Why? Because if 3 pumps do it in 21 hours, it is obvious that 7 pumps, because the number of pumps has gone up, the number of hours will reduce because there are more pumps to do the work. That's just a simple explanation. Now, to solve this, first you create your small table, you put pumps and you put hours or time on the other side. So 3 pumps will do it in 21 hours and 7 pumps will do it in what we are looking for. So hours or time will be to the right. We make our first statement, which is from what we know. 3 pumps, empty tank. 3 pumps, empty tank in 21 hours. 1 pump, empty tank in more or less. Let's think again. 3 pumps do it in 21 hours. If you bring just 1 pump, will it do it in more or less? It is obviously more because it's only 1 pump. So it will do it in more. And once you see more, you multiply. So you take your time and multiply by the number of pumps. That is 21 hours times 3 pumps. You can leave it at that level and you come to your final statement. Therefore, 7 pumps will empty tank in. Remember, you are comparing with this. If 1 pump does it in more, 7 pumps will do it in less because there are more pumps to do the work. So we'll do it in less. And less means you take this and divide by 7. This will be equal to 21 hours times 3 pumps divided by 7 pumps. So that pumps can do away with these forms. Here 7 can simplify itself 1 time, and 7 into 21 3 times. So the answer will be 3 times 3, which is equal to 9 hours. Remember, we are looking for time. So it is going to take 9 hours for 7 pumps to do the work. So this is what we have for you as far as inverse proportions are concerned, and thank you for being there. If you wish to have more of these lessons, you can subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell so that each time we post a lesson, you will be notified. Thank you again, and see you in our next lesson, where we are going to start with compound proportions. To get more information, you can contact the numbers on the screen, or you can visit our website